Hey friends, this is Lydia with Applique Market. Today I want to show you how to embroider a cap on a frame. This means that single needle users and multi-needle users can both use this method. Alright, I have got my 5x7 frame and I've put the bottom part on it and I've just tightened it because I am not going to actually hoop. I am using my sticky stabilizer. So let's cut out what we need for the sticky. And if you haven't used sticky before, you just peel back the corner and there's a backing that completely peels off of it. I'm just going to stick this centered on the back, which is the bottom part of my hoop, and turn it back over, and you'll see there's some little corners that stick up, and I just wrap those around. It's like a little extra security there. So here's my cap. On the back, undo this part, whether it's the buckle or Velcro, and what I'm going to do is take the bill of my cap and just flatten it out. Now, what we're going to do is place this part of the cap where our monogram will be, and we're going to try to get it as centered as possible on our hoop. Now, I've chosen a 3-inch monogram, and I like to put my monograms pretty low on the cap so there's plenty of room for a big one. So it looks like my monogram will be about right here on the cap. So all I do is, like I said, I flatten this out and I pull up the sweatband. You know, it typically stays folded in like this. Just pull it out and stick it to your stabilizer. Now, here's a neat little trick. There's always, or typically, there's a little seam that goes down the center of the cap. All I do is take that seam and line it up with my bottom mark, center mark on my hoop. Okay, so I'm going to take that, line it up, and then once I have that, I like to go ahead and pin it. Okay, so let's line that up and pin it. Now, this is patience, lots and lots of patience needed, but this will work. So, as we flatten out the area where our stitching will be and flatten out the bill, you have to kind of work your way up. Make sure that your little sweatband area is out of the way. You can kind of feel it if you press down right here. And you'll want to make sure that this seam is also lined up with the top center mark. And you just kind of have to play around until you get it centered. And you can just hold it like this. You can kind of see the center mark and then the center of the cap. So we've got it centered, and I'm just sort of flattening it out to get the wrinkles out. Okay? So as soon as I get that flattened out, I'm going to take more pins and pin, pin, pin. Okay, so I've got a little pin there, and make sure this side is flattened out. Make sure you get those little wrinkles out of the center. But that's what this using the sticky does. The sticky will sort of help hold those wrinkles out of the way, so that you're not constantly fighting with it as if it were on tearaway or something. So the other thing I do, hang on just one second, I actually picked up some little spring clamps today at Walmart. These were a 4-pack for, I think they were about $4, maybe $3.97 or something. So I've got my cap where I want it. I've pinned the back and the sides out of the way. And so I'm just going to make sure that this front area is flat, and then take my clamp and clamp it on there. Okay. And then we'll do the other side, same thing. And make sure that these little areas don't flop up. You know, make sure the orange part is against your frame. So this is how it's going to look. Okay, and your monogram will be right here in the center. Okay, so I've put my frame with my cap onto my machine, and just as a side note, I am using a 6-needle machine, so it might look a little bit different if you have it on your single needle, but it's still the same concept. So I want to make sure that the needle that I'm using is lined up with that middle seam. Make sure you can see that. Okay, and I had to adjust mine just a little bit because it looked like I had not quite met the center of my hoop, so that's okay. You can move your frame. And then I always trace my design to make sure that I've got it as far up or down as I want it, and I can kind of see it's pretty much where I want it to go. I may bring it down just a little bit. And again, I'm just going to kind of feel right here and make sure that that little sweatband is out of the way. Okay, and I'll probably trace one more time and then it'll start stitching. Okay, the monogram is finished stitching, so I'm just going to remove these clamps and take out my pins and just peel this off of the stabilizer. And I kind of round my cap bill back out and push the sweatband back in there, and there you go. That's all there is to it. Don't be scared of this. It's super duper easy. You can definitely do it. Hope this helps. Thanks for joining me.